Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the very last live stream of 2021. Today, we're going to be discussing how to gather documents necessary for the Extraordinary Ability visas. This is both for the temporary visas and for the permanent visas. Again, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at info@tntvisa.com. You can also reach out to us through our new number, 305-433-7677. Again, that's our new number, 305-433-7677. If you would like to text us via WhatsApp or messaging, you can text us at 754-610-7266. And again, a lot of information about us and immigration can be found on our website at www.tntvisa.com. So today we're going to be discussing how to gather documentation and what you should be looking for when you are gathering documentation for the Extraordinary Ability visas. Now, the first things that you want to go through are any awards that you have won. And also, I want to let you know that whatever we discuss today, understand that you want to give as much information as possible to your attorney. The more information you gather, the more information you give to them, the better off it is for them to be able to prepare a visa that is going to be something that an officer would approve or could approve. So the first thing are awards. Now, these can be any types of awards. Typically, you want to have photographs of the actual award given, or photographs of you receiving the award, or scanned copies of the certificates. It depends on what type of award that you're giving. You also want to discuss what the award is for. So you want to try to get some information about who's eligible for the award, what are the criteria to get the award, events like that, who was in there. Sometimes the officers want to see who are the people that judge the award. So any information that you can get on the award, you want to provide to your attorney. Your attorney also should be doing research on their own to gather information about the award. With respect, these are both national, international, and big time awards that we're talking about, like the Nobel Peace Prize, Academy Awards, or anything like that. With those types of awards, if you have them, you're not really going to need to provide much information, supporting information, because pretty much everybody knows what those are. But if you don't, then you need to give some information, some guideline on who is eligible for the award. Now, you don't necessarily have to have first place. If if there's a third place award, we've used that in the past. Second place award, we've used that in the past. Sometimes we've even used just nominations if it is a high enough category. So anything that you have about awards, so you're not necessarily winning, but sometimes being just nominated is something that you can produce and present. With respect to memberships in particular groups, again, you're going to want to show the certificate showing that you're a part of the member, or sometimes we've had emails showing that they've been recognized as members. And you want to give some information about the group that you've been awarded into. Again, this is a very small category. You're not really going to have much information. Not many people are really going to be able to qualify for this. But if you have a membership in any group, you want to provide that to your attorney for them to look at and see whether or not it's something they can use for the Extraordinary Ability visa. Next thing you want to look at are articles. Okay, any article that is written about you, and the way that the media has changed, it can be anything. It can be YouTube views. It can be articles. It can be articles and online paper, in regular paper, on online magazines, in the regular magazines. It's a variety of different things. When you have interviews that are posted on websites, you want to provide information about that. You want to show and give a list of any of the articles or any of the media that you have done in the past. And this, again, can be like, let's say you were interviewed online somewhere, or you were on a local TV show or a national TV show. That are things that you can produce and provide. For example, I've used a client who was interviewed like on something similar to a Good Morning America, and we provided copies of that and showed that, and we were doing the website. So you just need to provide the website that your attorney can then print it out and look to see who's viewed it and things like that. Articles that you have written, again, you want to provide the articles itself. You want to provide, if you are doing peer review articles, you want to show anybody that has cited that article. You want to provide documentation showing that people have used it. With some of these media things, both the peer-reviewed articles and for the articles written about you, you want to be able to discuss and show what exactly that is. So, for example, if you do like a Good Morning America in your local in your country, you want to provide documentation that discusses who that audience is. Is it a local audience? Is it a national audience? And the more national the audience is, the better it is for you. Um, Judging the work of others. You just want to show that you were put on a panel, whatever information that you have that shows that you've been put on a panel. Sometimes it can be just letters from other people. It could be a picture of you. It could be something like that, but it can be recommendation letters from other people, which we will discuss it towards the end. Um, Exhibitions. This can be a variety of different things. Sometimes exhibitions can be what we've used for people in the past, not just artistic exhibitions or performing at concerts or anything like that. But it can also be if you're presenting on a panel, like if every year there is the National Immigration Conference, and we have different panels that discuss different things, and people go up there and speak. And providing a program from that conference that shows that you were one of the speakers and it gives some information about you. That's documentation and evidence that you can provide and present. Um, Salary. Now, salary, remember, this is salary about not just you, but it's salary about you and compared to other people in your field. So typically what you want to do is if you can get headhunters that discuss what the salary is for other people, if you can get salaries from headhunters that discuss a letter and say, hey, this is what the normal salary is in this field. This is what is considered a high salary. This is what's considered a low salary. It can be a letter from a headhunter. It can also be national statistics stating, hey, this is the salary for this field in this in the home country. So there's a variety of different ways that you can show that your salary is higher than others. But again, it has to be others within your field, not others within your country. So if you are like a CEO and your salary is, let's say, 20,000 pesos a week or something like that, and the highest CEO typically gets like 10,000 pesos a week, you're doubling what the CEOs get. And so you would be considered to qualify for that criteria. It is not based on US currency, but it's based on your local currency. So always keep that in mind. To show that you have actually been part of a critical member of an organization, what you're going to do is you're going to provide letters from your employers. You're going to provide letters from you're going to provide documentation showing how you are within that company. Maybe it can be an organizational chart, and you're going to provide some information about that company itself. When you're talking about whether or not you've changed the field, that's typically going to be you're going to provide some documentation showing what you presented, and then showing how others competitors followed your suit. And typically that's done by letters from your competitors, but it also could be done through market trends analysis, and other matters like that. And then one of the last things that you want to try to get is recommendation letters. And the recommendation letters are going to be recommendation letters that are drafted, should be drafted typically by your attorney, that is going to be used to frame the documentation and the evidence that shows to the officer why the criteria and the evidence you're presenting helps you meet that criteria. And basically, those recommendation letters are typically done towards the end of the process, and it's going to be framing the evidence to the best light. And you typically want to provide a list of names to your attorney so that they can review it and determine what the best, who the best people are. And you can obviously make changes. The author who's going to sign the letters can make changes. Anybody can make changes to it before it is signed and sent. And you want those recommendation letters put on their letterhead, and you want to have some sort of documentation showing who they are. It could be something your attorney gets, or a CV or something like that. Or like I've used IMDb information in the past when I'm doing movie producers, film producers, things like that. And then one thing I did forget to discuss is if you are in the arts or you're like a television, movie, or anything like that, and you've had critical success, obviously you want to put, like, if you had a gold record, or if you were the #1 movie in your country, you want to provide documentation and proof of that to your attorney. So this is just some of the things that you should consider gathering when you're looking for the extraordinary ability visas, both the temporary visa and for permanent residency in the U.S., the O1 visa, or for the residency in the U.S. And you should be working with your attorney to gather the documentation to support it, have the attorney review it, look for any additional things, because typically, like what I do is when I receive this information, it always gives me more things to ask for and look for, because I can now see truly how you are an alien of extraordinary ability. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us at any time. Again, you can email us at info@tntvisa.com. You can call us at 305-433-7677. Again, that's 305-433-7677. You can text us or send us a WhatsApp message at 754-610-7266. Again, that's 754-610-7266. That's for texts and for WhatsApp messages. And you can always go to our website at www.tntvisa.com to get more information about us and immigration. We look forward to seeing you again in 2022. There are new changes. We've already shown you one with the new phone number. We're going to be having new changes as we start off a new life in 2022. And we're happy and welcome to have you aboard with us. We can help you in whatever way we can. We've done this for many years, and we have been very successful with our clients in the past, and we hope to be successful with you as well. So please reach out to us. We're looking forward to meeting with you, and have a wonderful day, a wonderful year, and God bless you all for 2022. Thank you very much. Have a